welcome to Constant Beauty. Today I'm going to be talking to you about certain things of your hair. So guys, you are highly welcome to this channel. On this channel we talk about skincare, we talk about hair care, we talk about lifestyle. My name is Constant Beauty. I want to seize this opportunity to greet everyone on this channel, everyone on this community. Guys, you are highly welcome to this platform, and feel free guys to ask your questions, and do not forget to subscribe if you haven't done so, and also hit the notification bell so that each time we upload videos you are going to be notified. So today guys, I'm going to be using this my book as well because we have a lot of information to give to you guys. Thank you for Alright, so our topic for today is what your hairdresser never tells you. What your hairdresser never tells you. I know it's going to sound crazy, right? Yeah, because most of the hairdressers we have around, most of them will not tell you, just because you have to go to them all the time to give them some money. Others, it's just because they have no idea whatsoever about what they are causing to your hair, which is damaging your hair. So today I'm going to be exposing this to you. So guys, just get your chair, sit down, and let's continue. Our first point that I'm going to be talking about is to condition your hair often. Make sure to condition your hair often. This is one of the first points I want to be telling us, because most often people suffer from thin hair and hair fall and dull hair and a lot of those stuffs, and they don't even know what's the cause of this. One thing you should incorporate in your hair regime or in your hair care or routine is to deep condition your hair. And now I want to talk about the general term conditioning. What is conditioning? Conditioning of the hair simply means those things that you do to your hair to make your hair feel in a certain way. You want your hair to feel and look in a certain way. So there are things that you're going to apply to your hair, and this is going to keep your hair looking that way and feeling that way. And now to talk about this conditioning, there are two main types of conditioning. Alright guys, and our second point is going to be talking about, I want to talk about finger detangling. This is one aspect I do to my hair and that of my daughter. I seldom use combs on our hair. That doesn't mean I totally do not use combs. I do use combs, but if I have to use comb, I make sure I use wide tooth comb, or I use a detangling brush to make sure that I do not put a lot of pressure on the hair while I'm combing it. Okay, so I want to go with a wide tooth comb, or I go with a detangling brush, and I don't just detangle with comb when the hair is that dry. I must do this when I have deep condition. That is the only time I use it, or after deep conditioning and I'm trying to, put my hair in protective styles or to do my hair, I can now use a comb, because at that time the hair feels in a certain way. That is what I want. So please always try to finger detangle, take your time, be patient, and make sure you take out the hard, the difficult or the tangled hairs with your hand. Our third point is to avoid too much or making use of ponytails all the time. So because when you do ponytails on your hair all the time, the tendency is that you have to hold the hair so tight, and it's going to put pressure on this front part of your hair. And when that happens, it pulls these hairs apart and they start to break. Ponytail in itself is not bad, but when you abuse, like you kind of do it often, that is going to ruin your hair. It's going to ruin these hairlines. So do not make it a habit to always have ponytails that are so tight, so tight. that's not going to be helping your hair because of the pressure and stress that it's going to cause the hair strands, especially the hairs in front of your hair, right? And this is consequently going to cause these hairs here to break and fall. So you notice some people, they hardly have hairs on these areas. They don't have hairs, and you notice that they always do ponytails. So most of these hairstyles, I don't want to think that those hairdressers really know. Some of them are not aware, or they don't know that it's causing your hair to go through this stress and pressure. So they do not tell you that what they are doing on the hair is problematic for your hair. So this is why you need to know. Alright guys, so let's move to the fourth point. And on my book I have avoid braids that put pressure on the hair roots. Like you see this my braid, right? Do you see how it is? It doesn't put pressure on the hair roots. So whatever style, whatever protective style you're trying to do on your hair, remember not to over put pressure on the roots of your, especially on this foreline, your forehead, this area like this, because they are first of all very fragile. Like you can see these ones here, they are fragile. So when you put a lot of pressure, what you do is what will happen is that they are going to start breaking and they will fall off, and then you start complaining of, back in my country we call it bamba. You will see like I don't have hairs growing here and things like that. Yeah, so it can lead to some people balding of their hair, and that is it. So I'm going to be talking about the fifth point. Okay, on this fifth point, what I want to emphasize here is that we should understand that our hair, the first thing that our hair needs is water. Oil is not the main ingredient that your hair needs. Water is what your hair needs most. So if you want to do anything to your hair, make sure you have water, about 60%, 70% of water. Let it get to the hair, because the hair also needs to be fed, as I always put it, because to me it's like feeding the hair, right? So you need to spray your hair with water daily to keep it moisturized, and also to make it easy to be managed. The hair should be moisturized, to be hydrated, and also it's going to help you easily manage your hair. All right, so I'm going to do a little demo, and I attached it to this video so that you can always try that at home. Okay, you can always try that at home. I'm going to make a little demo to attach to this part so that you can watch it and try to do that and spray your hair always, and that will help. On our channel we also do have the video on fenugreek seeds water. You can also as well watch that video, and it's going to help you know how to add water to your hair. Okay, as well as our coconut milk leave-in conditioner, because to me I consider this as a leave-in as well. So you can as well watch that video, and you can use it to put into your hair every day or every other day. And our next point that I have here, so this is our water in this bottle, pure water. You can just get your water from the tap, and I'm going to be adding a few quantity or drops of aloe vera plus ginger oil. This video is on our channel, so you can go with measurement if you wish, but remember oils should be less than water. Water should be 70%, oil 3%. So I'm just going to put little. Yeah, that's okay. If you don't have this oil, don't worry, just go with any carrier oil, coconut oil, sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil, avocado oil, all of those oils. Just take anyone and use that, will be fine. Then you want to close, close it, shake very well, then if you have warm water, you can allow it in warm water. After that, you can spray on your hair. Yeah, you can spray. So to be on the safe side, or to make things easy for you, you can just take warm water, put in your container like this, and then you add your oils and then shake and use. That makes it easy. The next point I have here is always to keep your hair in protective style. This one on my hair is a protective style. Now, why are we keeping our hair in protective style? Because when we keep our natural, especially 4C hair, that like the one I have, when you keep your natural hair, always the environmental factors affect the hair, the temperatures, the pollution, all those things do affect the hair. So sometimes your hair becomes too dry and brittle, and then it starts to fall off because the hair is overexposed. So you need to keep your hair in protective styles. You can do something like this, and protective styles should at least make 2 weeks or even 1 month before you take them out, because the tendency is, if you always do your hair like every week, of course, you know, there's going to be hair fall, and that's going to be when you are braiding or you are combing your hair and those kind of things. It will help the hair to fall off, so you will not be actually protecting the hair, because our hairs need to rest. They actually need to rest. So giving it time to rest, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, is very necessary for the hair to grow. While in the protective style, it doesn't mean that you cannot deep condition or you cannot put a leave-in conditioner. For me, I hardly do deep conditioning when the hair is in protective style, but I do apply a leave-in every day, or at least after 2 days. If it takes too much time, at least 2 days, I have to put a leave-in. So I make sure that I do apply my oils, and I also do go with water, so that the hair is always, you can see this, right? The hair is always hydrated. I did moisturize my hair this morning. I did make use of water and oil. So always remember to spray your hair daily, and always remember to keep your hair in protective styles. This is going to keep your hair safe from over touching and falling. Now guys, there is this point I want to talk about, which is to drink more water. Water is a vital element when it comes to our hair. Just like I told you, the number one element of your hair for the hair growth is water and not oil. So most often the hairdressers do not even have an idea about this, to tell you that you need to drink more water. Once you hydrate your body, it also helps the hair to grow, right? It helps your hair to grow. So drinking more water is very necessary. If you're someone who really don't like to drink more water, there are many ways that you can do to drink more water. You can also drink that our fenugreek tea that I showed you the video, like our fenugreek the fenugreek tea. You can watch that video how to make it. It's so nice. When I drink this tea, I feel thirsty just so often, and that helps me a lot to pee, and I detox my body generally. So that's so amazing, right? Yeah, it's really. So you need to drink more water. So other ways that you can drink more water is you can drink tea. If you don't have tea, don't worry. Go for fruits. Drink fruit juice, or you make smoothies and things like that, or you just eat your fruits and vegetables. That is going to add the moisture in your system, which is going to be helpful to your hair. And another point that you need to understand, and you need to also incorporate, so you see, taking care of our hair is not that easy. It's not that easy. It needs a lot of commitment, and once you have that, it's good. You are good to go. You need to also consider taking supplements, hair growth supplements. They are going to help balance your hair. If the hair is lacking in any nutrients, these supplements are going to help your hair to grow. So you can always try to add hair growth supplement in your routine. Okay, and the last point I have here is to make use of less heat. Heat is a very damaging factor. When I talk of heat, I mean hot iron as well as hot weather. Okay, so I'm going to talk on these 2 points. So let's start with hot weather, which is not really the main problem here. But hot weather generally will extract too much moisture from your hair. And when moisture is lacking in your hair, the hair becomes dry. And when it's dry, it starts to be tangle a lot, and it starts, when you comb it, it falls off because it's thirsty. So remember that when the sun is overhead, or when it's too hot, let me say it this way, when it's too hot, what happens is that your hair is exposed to a lot of pollution. Chemicals from industries that are in the air, they get into your hair. It helps to pollute the hair, and that is why some people start having some issues with their hairs, like you have ringworms growing in your hair, you have some kinds of things. Many people have said they've gone to the hospital because their hair was falling off. They cannot explain what is happening. There is pollution in the air, so you should try as well also to detox your hair. This is another point that I didn't really put it here, but I think you need to add this point. It's good to detox, because when you detox, these elements will go out. So you can always watch our videos. We have a detox video. That video is wonderful. We have a detox video on this channel. You can watch how to prepare your hair detox at home. There are lots of hair detox which I'm going to be uploading as time goes on. So I was talking about heat. And we just talked about the environment or high temperatures. When there is high temperature, you can put on a hat to also keep your hair moisturized, avoid over evaporation, or rendering your hair too dry. You can put on caps, you can tie a hair tie, or whatever you call it. You can tie it to also keep your hair in a good humid environment. That is good. Okay, and now to talk about the worst element that you should try to reduce is the heat from iron. We all love to see our hair look sleeky, straight, look silky, and all those things, but this have its own tone or toll on your hair. So you don't want to overdo. Anything in excess is a problem. So it's good to use hot iron. I'm not saying that it's bad. It's good to use hot iron, but try to limit the use of hot iron. This is going to help your hair to grow and to stay healthy. So guys, we have finally come to the end of this video, and I hope that you learned something from it. And if that's the case, why not consider to give us a thumbs up, comment on the comment section, and if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. I remain your humble girl, Consti Beauty. Goodbye, and see you in our next upload.